Everybody gather here oh. Hilda Basi don't do am again oh. Or at least she tried to. World's biggest jollof pot. The pot was taller than me, wider than your landlord's lies, and heavy enough to humble even NEPA transformer. But chow, the drama that followed, it choke. This was not just a pot of rice oh. This was a pot of gist, wahala, and means. So, quick backstory. You know Hilda Basi, our Guinness Cook-a-thon champion from last year. The woman that stood for days in the kitchen and turned Lagos into one big canteen. Now she decided, why stop there? Let's do it again, but bigger. This time, world's largest pot of jollof rice. Venue, Eco Hotel. The pot, 6 meters tall, 6 meters wide, almost 23,000 liters capacity. My people, that pot looked like something Thor would use to cook soup for Asgard. They planned it with 5,000 kilos of rice. That's 250 bags, later reduced to 4,000. Still massive. They even brought in a crane to help with weighing. And the selling point? Free entry, free jollof for everybody. Nigerians love two things: free food and free Wi-Fi. Of course, the place was packed, but my people, as Nigerians say, body no be firewood. When it was time to weigh this pot, the pot said, "Not today, Satan." They hooked it to the crane, lifted it off the ground, and bam, collapse. The pot dented, people screamed, phones flew in the air, slippers went missing. If you see the way some people ran, you'd think EFCC entered the place. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. But that one moment alone overshadowed everything else. You plan for 3 months, build a pot from scratch, only for it to embarrass you in front of crowd and cameras. The pot said it's not ready for Guinness. It just wants to go back to mile 12 market and rest. Now, you know Nigerians don't waste time. Social media turned into a live debate. The rice is not washed. This food not even done. Is this not food poisoning waiting to happen? Others said this is just a PR stunts. They're using jollof to chase clouds. And of course, supporters entered the chat. At least she's trying. You people just like to drag. Why can't we celebrate our own? Do you know how heavy that pot is? She deserves respect. So, you had two camps. Team Jollof Defender and Team Jollof Inspector General. Nigerians and drama. Name a better duo.
Basi, first of all, I go say thank you for the food, for the jollof rice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I beg, I use God name beg you. I beg, no try this type of nonsense again for this country. I beg, I use God name beg you. I beg. Thank you for the food. Thank you for cooking 200 bags of rice. Where you take share Nigerian youths we will chop.
So like my own 2 cents be this so. I love ambition. It takes serious guts to even dream of building a pot that size. If not me, I'll be struggling to boil 2 cups of rice. Hilda is out here cooking tons. But let's be honest, when you're playing on a global stage, details matter. Safety, hygiene, planning, those things are not optional. If the pot collapses during weighing, people will automatically question the whole setup. Even if everything else was perfect, perception is key. And perception can kill faster than pepper in your eye. Even if the rice was washed, once people believe it wasn't washed, congratulations, you are now the CEO of Dirty Rice Incorporated. Public opinion is like Twitter algorithm. Once it rolls with the gist, forget it. Now let's look at the bigger picture. Beyond the pot, I genuinely love how food brings Nigerians together. Food is more than food here. Jollof rice? It's not just rice. It's pride. It's culture. It's bragging rights. We argue with Ghana about who has the best jollof. We bring it to weddings, burials, baby showers. Jollof is part of our DNA. That's why this attempt mattered. It wasn't just about Guinness records. It was about showcasing Nigerian culture. But here's the thing. Sometimes, in the rush for big, flashy records, we forget the small but important details, like safety, like execution. Those small details are what make the difference between success and wahala.
And one more thing.
The way Nigerians reacted says a lot about us. We love to hype our people when they're winning. But the moment something goes wrong, now we dey drag pass. No grace period. No time to say, at least she tried. It makes me wonder, do we sometimes put too much pressure on our stars? Or maybe our stars sometimes underestimate how much scrutiny comes with the spotlight? Because let's be real, if Beyonce's pot collapsed in America, they would still find a way to turn it into a Netflix documentary. Here, we turn it into memes by evening.
So my people waiting and I think,
Was this world record attempt worth it? Should Hilda keep reaching for the stars? Or should she slow down and plan better? Personally, I don't think she should stop, but she definitely needs a stronger team, better planning, and maybe a pot that doesn't faint under pressure. Drop your thoughts in the comments because this gist, I'm still processing it. And please, let's not forget, she still pulled off something bold. Whether you love it or hate it, at least Nigerians are on the map again. Anyway, na me be Sisi Reacts, your #1 gist supplier. And as always, I'll keep bringing you the stories you didn't know you needed. Till next time, stay spicy, my people.